Spencer Lewis here, post-race at Ohsweken Speedway's 2015 opener for InsideTrackNews.com. I'm here with my man, 360 Sprint Car Rookie of the Year contender Lee Winger. Lee, your second night, officially your second night on the job as a sprint car racer. You made your first A main tonight. So, I mean, it's a night of first night out here at the Big O in a sprint car. I mean, just an overall good night. What'd you learn about your race car here this evening?
I don't know. I learned that it got really muddy by looking at it from here. The track was, it was decent. If the ruts weren't there in the corners, it'd be a lot better. Finished the race, qualified for the feature. Solid night, I guess.
I mean, at this point, you mentioned heading into this race that the goal was just to have a car that you can roll onto the trailer at the end of the night. I mean, are we just thinking the first month or so here in competition is really just to log as many laps as possible while keeping the car in one piece?
Yeah, basically the power's there. Yeah, I just have to learn how to drive the car through the corners. You know, like, got into lap traffic there, I was getting lapped and the car was handling decent, and some of the fast leaders were having a hard time getting past me, so it kind of boosts your confidence that way. You know, starting with 20 cars, they're gonna catch it real quick. Lots of horsepower in these things, and they're gonna catch you real quick. So.
Oh, they make some steam for sure. I'm mad that you really beat yourself up when you didn't make the A main. I know how upset you were. You went to practice the very next day to try and log some more laps. I mean, did you make wholesale changes to the car after that to try to be better for Ohsweken?
Not really. We kind of left it the same. Same rear end gears. Pretty much everything's the same. Just putting a couple turns in here or there for the feature. But other than that, everything's basic setup.
Now, you mentioned the ruts tonight. You only have experience here primarily in a Thunderstock. Obviously, you can feel the ruts a little bit in the Thunderstock, but do you feel them, 100 times more when you're out here in a sprint car?
No, basically, like, you fly over the rut. So all four tires come off the ground. You basically fly right over it. Whereas the Thunderstock, you know, you hit the thing and it shoves you up the hill a little bit. You can gather it, but you get way out of shape when you hit a rut in a sprint car like that.
So, I mean, I guess we sort of got that out of the way on night one. So we can sort of, you're good now. You can knock that one off your bucket list. We can go the rest of the year without slamming into a rut heading into one.
Yeah, hopefully.
Now you got Mikey Kritschke driving your Thunderstock. I know that's sort of a thank you gift to him for coming on board with your sprint car team and trying to help get you up to speed. How did that relationship and arrangement come about?
Basically, I've known Mikey for a long time, since at least 10 or 12 years. He was a racing sportsman. Had a solid, like, my first time meeting him pretty much was we were at the World of Outlaws at Ransomville, and he had a solid finish there. I think he finished third, and I went over and talked to him because he's Canadian, and I knew Clinton announced it at the track here, so basically since then we've been pretty tight friends.
Well, I mean, having him in your corner, as accomplished as he was as a sprint car competitor in his own right, I'm sure will really boost this program. This doesn't happen without the people behind the scenes and the marketing partners, and it's great to see a team like this sort of sprout up out of nowhere, really. I mean, you started from the ground up with this team to put it together, to run a full season. Thank the folks that make it possible.
I got to thank Goop and Jen, Club 54, John Lombard, Window Works, my parents, of course, my family, everyone that supports me, everyone that comes out, helps out on Friday night.
And we can catch you on Facebook, the official Lee Winger Racing page on Facebook. We'll have updates, press releases, video interviews, and all that good stuff every single Friday here at Ohsweken. Lee, all the best, my man. Thank you so much for the time. We'll check back in with you post-race at week number 2.
Right on. Thanks, Spencer.
There you go, folks. Lee Winger right here at Ohsweken Speedway.